Greetings, heathens and heretics, and love cops and pearls and shiny leather and all that. Welcome to what a wonderful, special, tremendous episode of In the Abyss, because it's me and the drummer this week, or one of the drummers. No voice of reason, no Padre. I think they were afraid, to be quite honest with you. But as part of our kind of community project, we like to take wrong-uns off the street for a couple of hours, because it's it's a good thing for the public, and we like to do our bit. So we've got James and Shaun from Fracture Point, because
hello there.
Welcome.
All right.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's my fucking show.
The first rule of In the Abyss is don't speak until you're spoken to.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. There are rules. But
I thought you said this was a community program.
Yeah, but
court ordered.
yeah, that's a bit more like it. Court ordered community program. Anyway, you're here anyway because you've got fuck all else to do on a Friday night.
Yep.
Other than go out and cause trouble, and you're probably the people that are trying to steal dogs around where I live. But all that later on. What are you doing here? Tell us all. If people are listening to this who don't know Fracture Point are, you may as well kind of tell people who you are and what you do and all that.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Bit of that.
Well, we're, as the description on the band pages say, we're four grumpy old bastards who like playing angry music. So it kind of sums us up.
You're on the right podcast,
well.
then.
Yeah. Thank you for welcoming us in. James, anything to add?
That's pretty much it, really, in a nutshell. There's nothing more to add. We like keeping things simple.
Yeah, because we are simpletons. So
exactly. So why complicate things if you have to? Really, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
All right, that's that done out of the way. Thanks for listening, everybody.
We'll catch you next time.
So we got them on because we haven't done a Metal Island disc for a while, so we thought we'd dump these two on a desert island somewhere, and they can fight over the albums they take, and they can fight over the luxury item that they might or may not take, and whatever they might use to kill each other with. So yeah, and apparently no research has been done. This is going to be a shit. We're being done on a desert island. Grab the last 8 records you can find.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much.
Seat of the pants.
Yep. Deep end.
All right, then. So let's go straight in. Then, what are you gonna come up with for number one?
Age Before Beauty.
Well, I'll go first in both parts for that then.
Yeah.
I suppose Machine Head Burn My Eyes would have to be one of them. Definitely.
Fair.
Slayer Seasons in the Abyss.
Oh, that was one of mine as well. Good shout. We're not fighting just yet. Cool.
Not yet.
So hang on, should we pause on one of those for a moment? So
why particularly why Machine Head? Because they're not normally all that welcome on this podcast, but we'll see.
Are they not?
Well, it depends who's on, I suppose.
To be fair,
Burn
My Eyes is pretty.
It's a classic, of course.
You can't. I get that.
Some of the later stuff, but I'll give him that.
Arguably one of the best debut albums by a metal band. Very arguably.
Yeah, no, I can remember where I was first time I ever heard it. I was in a Virgin Megastore, and my cousin was staying with us, and she was like, I could see her over the other side of the shop, like beckoning me over, like, come on, like this excited look on her face. And she was on one of the listening posts with the earphones on. She just plonked them on my head, and that drum fill came in, that Davidian like intro. Just like the sound of the jaw hitting the floor. It's like, what? And that chord.
Yeah.
For me, it was, I don't know if you remember the late night program Noisy Mothers, hosted by Crusher. Yeah.
Now you're really showing your age.
I know. That's where I first saw the video for it on that. So I saw it on that and went, shit, I've got to get this. And went out and got it and loved it. But unlike today, you sort of had the album and you read through the inlay card, who produced it, how long the songs were, all the lyrics were there, and you'd sit there for days just studying it all. Oh, I was just fascinated by the album. Perfect album, out at the perfect time.
Yeah.
What happens when you spend days studying Machine Head lyrics, though? Surely that's going to have a funny effect on you.
Well, look at him now.
Yeah, there is that, and yeah, you don't tend to pay much attention at school, and then end up being a postman.
So the rest is history.
Living the dream,
Yeah.
man. Living the
Yeah.
dream.
Yeah, man.
How do you feel? What do you think about like where Machine Head went with their career? Because that was like, I mean, that debut hit hard, right? It's undeniable. But they've taken a few turns along the way.
That's an understatement.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, considering they were like you sort of rooted in thrash from the beginning, like with violence and forbidden, and then to sort of they kind of almost went a bit proggy, didn't they? Like later on, like in terms of like the length of the songs, they got a little, well, I'd say a little bit, like especially with something like The Blackening. It's a good album, but it's definitely a longer experiment, shall we say?
Yeah.
But
the more things change has been overlooked straight away, and that is a very underrated album. I think their second album was very, very good, but people bypass that along with Supercharger and the other one.
What was that?
The Burning Shed.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
I heard them first on More Things Change, fun enough, and then went backwards. I wasn't into Machine Head before then. I think 10 Ton Hammer was on a free Kerrang CD, and that's where it all started. But yeah. And then
I saw them at Download 2007, and it was the first time I'd seen him, and like that was at the time where I was properly getting into like thinking like Slayer and Anthrax and like the big four and stuff like that. And literally they were on about 3:00 in the afternoon, the height of the sunshine, and it was just fucking bouncing. And I was like, all right, yeah, these guys are I think it was around the time of The Blackening as well, but they were just like coming out with all the sort of the old shit as well. And it was like, okay, yeah, this is cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, see, I haven't really listened. Go on,
the first time I saw Machine Head live was 1994 when they supported Slayer on their Divine Intervention tour.
Ew, I'm really old, and I was there in the early days.
This is going to be a running theme, just to let you know. He's band.
I'm better than you.
Yeah, Pantera. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw them as well. That was 94 as well. But yeah. But no, they blew Slayer off the stage, man. I'll tell you.
They were 94. They were right out the gates, then, weren't they?
Yeah.
So much energy.
Slayer weren't exactly on what you would call top form in that sort of period.
Listen, I will not have a bad word said against Divine Intervention.
I agree. I love that album.
It's a great album, to be fair. But
especially recently, I've gone back and really appreciated that more.
It's the one I listen to the most. It's the Slayer album I go back to more than any other.
Really?
Fair play.
Both staff better than Lombardo.
No.
No. To be fair,
wash your mouth out with soap.
I wouldn't have a bad word said against either one of those guys. I think they're both great. But put it this way, Bostaff wasn't a disappointment. He made it his own.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I think I've seen Paul Bostaff with at least two different. I'm sure he was in Testament when.
Yeah, he was in Testament. Yeah. He was in
the early 2000s when I saw
Forbidden as well.
Forbidden.
He was in Forbidden as well, wasn't he?
Yeah. I didn't know that.
I mean, he's not quite the drumming whore that Dave Lombardo is these days, but he's been
yeah, definitely.
Or Gene Coughlin, for that matter.
Actually obliged to have Dave Lombardo play drums for them at some point.
Yeah,
he's doing.
I think almost every band, bar a few, have probably had Dave Lombardo here that we're about to talk about. So
yeah.
Well, when he's playing drums in a band with fucking Simon Neil from Biffy Clyro, it's all gone.
Yeah.
Slap himself in the face. They're not that bad. They're not that bad though. Empire State Bastard, from what I've heard, and
right,
they're pretty good. And you know how I feel about Biffy Clyro. Cannot stand them.
That's true.
Empire State Bastard. They're pretty shit hot. I dug what I heard.
Yeah.
For reference on the Biffy Clyro part, the couple of years that I've known this man, the only band I think I've ever heard him say something against is Biffy Clyro.
Oh,
so,
right, okay.
So it probably is the old.
I'm sure that's not true. I'm sure that's not true.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
No, no. If you haven't listened to us yet,
you even back up St. Anger.
Listen,
oh my God!
I'll stand by.
It had. What was it? We always go back to. It had character. Yeah.
Character. It was shit.
Yeah.
Even Metallica say it was shit.
Yeah.
I think in a roundabout way they pretty much do now, don't they? But
the point I've always made about St. Anger is it has value. I'm never going to stand up and say it's the best Metallica album or it's my favorite or anything like that, because it's just not. But it has value and it's well worth a listen. But listen, unless that's one of your top 10 like Desert Island discs, let's not go down the St. Anger route.
No.
No.
Burn My Eyes though. Do you have a favorite track? What is there one that pops out?
Oh, Nation on Fire.
Nation on Fire is good. Obviously, you got Davidian. That's the
Good one.
go-to. Yeah.
Banging
Probably that one.
tracks.
Old, I never really liked that much though. It must be said.
Well,
It kind of
it's all right.
foreshadowed the Burning Red a little bit. Old.
Yeah.
In a quite a subtle way, but it was edging in that direction.
Yeah.
And Block was good as well. The last track on it.
Yeah.
That was good. But the whole album in general, could quite happily listen to that again and again.
It's probably the only one I actually do listen to out of them now. Okay, I know you had the Blackening in your CD player in the car for a while, didn't you, James?
In the car,
right. But so it was all right going back to that. But yeah, it was just like it was definitely
it's the only Machine Head album I ever listened to.
Yeah,
that says it
pretty
all.
Much.
But,
yeah.
All right. What's number 2 then?
Yeah, we both agreed on Seasons in the Abyss, or as AKA Seasoning the Obese. So I just think it's the culmination of Slayer's best stuff for me, because you had the sort of the pounding ferocity of Rain in Blood, and then you had a sort of kind of deviation from that with South of Heaven. Don't get me wrong, the drums are still fucking hard as fuck, but there's a bit more I don't know, almost melody to it in a way. And Seasons in the Abyss for me is the one that sort of compounded those two together, and it's just got some fucking killer tracks on it. And also, I used to be in a Slayer covers band a while back, before doing the original stuff. Yeah.
What was the Slayer cover band called?
It was called I Can't Believe It's Not Slayer.
Brilliant.
So shout out to Tom Lee. That was it. Yeah, it was either that or Criminally Insane, but we usually just went with I Can't Believe It's Not Slayer or Icy Bins. And the songs from that were, Spirit in Black, War Ensemble, again, Seasons, the song itself. They always seem to had that sort of like a higher energy, but also combining everything that was good about Slayer. So I think obviously the obvious choice would be Rain in Blood, but I think Seasons in the Abyss is just overall better album, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
The song Seasons in the Abyss for me has always been the one Slayer song which it's got every element of Slayer all in one song, even down to the 2 solos. Kerry King's is a bit tuneless and nasty, and then Hanneman comes in and tidies it up with a bit of melody. It's got fast bits, slow bits.
Yeah,
the video is ridiculous. 6.5 minutes encompasses Slayer completely. And
then you got Dead Skin Mask, which for a while I didn't like, but then over time it's just creepy and nasty, and it's the sort of stuff that I like us to do as well. So
you know what's interesting?
Creepy and nasty.
Dead Skin Mask. Like, you listen to your track Fracture Point, and you can hear Dead Skin Mask. Like, all
brilliant!
On that.
I'll take that. James is probably thinking, "Oh fuck, we're never playing that again."
But that's the thing, isn't it? You listen to this, it's you listen to it so much, it's in your DNA. That's kind of what. These are records that have sat with us for years and years and years and years.
Yeah.
But anyone that's listening to this, check out the track Fracture Point, and you'll hear Dead Skin Mask in there.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah,
he's not. He's saying you ripped it off. That's
absolutely a compliment. Absolutely.
I hope we're not going to get an email from Kerry King's lawyers anytime soon.
We've all got one of those. Yeah, I had one for shaving my head.
Yeah, he's got like the fucking monopoly on baldness as well, is he? Fucking hell.
Well, he ain't got a monopoly on much else. Well, what do you think of the solo album? Just while we're on it, solo album. If you've listened to it,
I've listened to a bit of it, and it's just Slayer, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's like it's not that different. I mean, it's kind of like I like Death Angel as well, but like if it's a bit meh. Do you know what I mean? It's like you should have just gone. You're going to go back and reform Slayer anyway for a few dates. You should have just done another fucking Slayer album instead. But hey.
That's exactly the kind of feeling I get for it. It's like a Slayer album that is a little bit scraped off the studio floor.
Yeah,
that might be a bit harsh, but
no, I think you're absolutely right. Yeah.
you know, without Jeff Hanneman, Slayer were never as good anyway. So
no, I mean he wrote all the best songs.
Exactly. And it says it all that Kerry King solo shows he's only doing the Kerry King written Slayer songs.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really leave him a great deal of highlights, but you know.
No, it's probably all the later stuff where it's just like, fuck God,
Stain of
God is
Mind.
shit, fuck God, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, yeah, we get
Stain
it.
of Mind. Fucking I remember
I
that.
hate that song. Hate it. Oh,
I don't mind it, but yeah, there are better songs in their catalogue than that one and albums.
Yeah, not a good era for Slayer. But I don't know, the reunion thing is a funny one as well, isn't it? It's like loads of bands reunite all the fucking time, but certainly over the last 10 years. But the one band that's got stick for it is Slayer.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
Because they didn't really retire for that long, did they?
Well, no. What, about 6 years, is it?
Yeah.
Who don't think they are? The Rolling Stones?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, for me, it was just the timing.
Kiss?
Like right in the slipstream of Kerry King coming out with his solo album, then all of a sudden it's like Slayer are back together, and it's you know, like from a commercial point of view, why the fuck would you do that? You just totally
it's a weird one
over this project you've just spent the last 6 years developing.
Yeah,
really a desperate attempt, I think.
I don't know whether maybe it was like something to do with the fact that Tom Araya said, "Oh, Slayer are back now," and then Kerry King was like, "Oh, I didn't know that. We're back." But just shows.
I'm not sure they're not really the best. Have they played yet at the festivals that they were doing? Have they happened yet?
No, I think it's near the end of the year. November
it?
time. Yeah,
gonna have a look.
But I don't know if it's gonna go international, whether they're just gonna keep it as like a couple of dates in the States. But
I don't think so. I don't think they'll take it any further, to be honest with you. I'm not sure they really.
I'll be surprised.
Tom Araya is all born again Christian and grandparent and family man and all that, isn't he? So I can't.
Yeah, he's happy, just like laughing with his grandkids now and it's like,
he looks sort of happy and content, doesn't he? And I wouldn't be fussed about seeing Slayer again. I must admit, it's a bit like the whole Pantera thing. I'm not all that.
Oh,
it's not Pantera. It's a tribute. It's a tribute. It's not Pantera.
It's a tribute.
Don't even get me started on this, please.
So neither of you two have overpriced for a ticket then? Overpaid for a ticket?
No way. I mean, it was like fucking 72 quid for the nosebleed seats, let alone like any kind of decent ones. You know what I mean? It's like, well, yeah, exactly. You're just seeing, I can't believe it's not Pantera, really. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
they should put on a t-shirt. That would be
I think you might have to have a word with the other lads about that.
Well, the jury's out for me. I'm paid up. I've got my ticket, and I'm on board with it. So I'll report back. I'll report back after the event. See how it was.
But it'd be interesting to get your feedback on it, actually.
Yeah.
The thing is,
sorry, go on, man.
Sorry. The thing is obviously Anselmo and Rex Brown, part of the original lineup. Charlie Benante, excellent drummer, Anthrax, and the other guy, Zach Wilde. That's the one. He's no Dimebag. As much as they were best mates and everything else, he's not Dimebag, and it's taken something away. It's taken something away from me, having seen the original Pantera, and people are there saying, "Oh well, it's time for the younger generation to see what Pantera was," and it's not.
You're never going to get the Dimebag experience. I mean,
in the same way, our generation's never going to see Jimi Hendrix live because he's dead. It happens. You're going to get somebody.
Oh, fuck!
Missed out on that one, didn't you?
Bollocks!
Damn it.
But you're not going to get someone that's going to imitate Jimi Hendrix for the next generation, pretending to be Jimi Hendrix. It's not Pantera. It's not.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going into it thinking this is going to be Pantera, but the opportunity to hear those songs again, and I love Charlie Benante. Like, he's the guy I'm most excited about seeing on that stage.
Yeah, I know. He's fucking shit hot drummer,
and he, from what I've seen, the footage of him playing these songs, he's doing them justice. Like, Charlie Benante has really stepped up to the mark. So
I mean, from what I've seen and what I've read, he's actually taken time out to study exactly how Vinnie Paul played it, watching the videos and everything else. He's taken proper time out to try and get it absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
it's just as much of as missing a character, and it's all about the chemistry. And you take certain people out of certain bands, you lose that chemistry, and it's not the same. So, going back to Slayer, I think bringing in Gary Holt for Jeff Hanneman was the right move. I don't think anybody else would have fit in that mold. But even then, you still the way Kerry King and Jeff Hanneman used to pace up and down the stage and switch sides, and all, it was just that sort of tandem. When you lose something like that, and you're gonna have this with Pantera, I think. I don't know. I might be wrong, but Dave from Black City Records saw them at Hellfest last year, and he said they were fucking unreal. So
fair play.
Watch this space, I suppose. But
yeah.
All right, number 3. What's next?
Number 3. Do you want to do this one, James, or I don't
know? I'm gonna have to say Far Beyond Driven, Pantera.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a good segue in, isn't it?
There you go. It was
There's a link here. It's all sort of mid-90s metal,
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all trying to make you feel young.
Yeah, but I mean, I think with the albums, they were the albums I sort of grew up on. So they sort of hold a special place in my heart for me. Certain things happening on in my life, which this music helped me get through. And I think nowadays the concept of the album itself is so slowly dwindling away with downloads. People don't download albums; they download songs that they like. And it's a dying breed as an album, I feel.
So
I could be wrong.
What about you? We'll come back to Far Beyond Driven in a minute then. So you lot then, are you likely to do a full length album? Are you going to go against that grain, or are you just going to stick with doing EPs and
We sort of talked about it before we actually released the EP Act of Malice that we just did, because we pretty much have like an album. We do have an album's worth of material, and probably more now. And it was a case of, we're recording. We're going to do 5. Why don't we just stick 3 more and add an album? But then I guess as around the sort of time, it was like, well, EP seemed to be, I don't know, probably more easier digestible. They seem to be like the way forward, especially for the underground scene. Do you know what I mean? So, we could do it at some point in the future, maybe. But
an album's an expensive. It's an expensive thing to do as well.
Yeah.
And obviously, being 4 relatively mediocre, poor blokes, it's money. It's money. It's money that we just don't have. You know what I mean? So it's record a track, have a bit of money, go back in, do another track. You know what I mean? And it's more cost effective to do EPs. We feel, because then you can do an EP 4 or 5 tracks, go out and gig that for 3-4 months.
Yeah,
have a bit of time off, then go back in the studio and do the next 4 ones, and you're doing sort of 2 lots of essential tours every year, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think it's an opportunity for a band that's trying to build their profile. For any band at that level, it's just little and often it keeps you in people's consciousness. You put out an album and you blow your load in one go, and then next week everyone's listening to the next set of albums, and then the next set of albums, and you've kind of put everything down.
You get pushed under the carpet, don't you?
Yeah. But it's people's attention spans as well, isn't it? We've talked about it countless times before. Even fucking when 72 Seasons came out last year, people were fussed about it. I mean, we still love it, and whatnot. But after 4 weeks, no one was listening to it anymore, and this is fucking the biggest metal band on the planet.
Yeah, exactly.
What hope has everybody else got? Do you know what I mean?
No, this is it. Yeah,
I don't get me wrong. I don't think the album is going to die. But I think. No. There's a certain caliber of bands that can get away with doing it more successfully than,
I think, the big sort of established bands are going to keep doing the whole album thing anyway, because that's just what's worked for them and what they've been used to since fucking like 1980s. You know what I mean? So, but with us, I think we've got a good kind of flow with what we're doing with that kind of thing, because we've got with Nick Meeks from Ignite AMR, who's like been fucking awesome with us with like producing, recording, mixing, and stuff like that. He sort of knows how we work, and he's, you know, kind of understood what we've been saying about how, yeah, no, EPs, maybe a single here and there to sort of just like top up the interest level as well. So, yeah, so I think for the time being, that's probably what we're gonna keep doing, because it's worked for us so far.
Yeah, it's momentum, isn't it? Of course it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, back to Far Beyond Driven.
I just want to say, just while you've been doing that, just in front of me, I've got a stack of records, and look, within arm's reach, I've got.
There you go.
Why have you got 2 copies of it?
I'll buy 2.
Why not?
No, don't. Yeah, just
one's laminated.
Just in case it gets scratched.
Yeah, I think they're different presses, but there you go.
I think you'll be hard pressed to find a more sort of fucking intense opening to an album than Strength Beyond Strength. Really, I mean, it's just fucking like, yeah, just balls to the wall anger, and it's a different. I think it's a step up from the previous 2 albums. I go between either Cowboys or Far Beyond Driven, depending on my mood and what's happening in my life at the time. But I just think, yeah, you've got, because there's a bit more variety, I think, on Far Beyond Driven, because you go from, say, Strength Beyond Strength, and then you've got Good Friends and a Bottle of Pills, which is just some really like nasty, low end, sort of groovy like shit about like
I mean, that's
naughty stuff going on. You know what I mean?
Pretty bleak, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's an understatement. And let's not forget, this is a a #1 straight to the top of the charts metal album. And it's got songs like that on it.
Yeah, exactly. But then you've got like 5 Minutes Alone, which is just a proper fucking just headbanger, you know, from start to finish.
Oh, undeniable.
I think that's my favourite Pantera riff, that, and I think it comes back to the video as well. The detail on the strings, and you can hear the scraping of the strings. It's like up fucking front and center. It's easily Pantera's best album. It's also their best sounding album.
Yeah,
everything is just right in it. The production is absolutely fucking perfect on Far Beyond Driven. So yeah. If I was going to choose a Pantera album, it would be that as well.
Anything else on that one, James?
Planet Caravan.
Oh, of course, yeah.
See, people forget about that.
Yeah, no, it's a gem. Yeah, arguably better than the original. Oh, don't
is it better than the original?
Fucking. Are you even allowed to say that? That's
yeah, no, it's blasphemy now, isn't it?
Is that in the rule book? I don't know.
It's fun.
I like to stir shit up.
Yeah.
I say the same thing about Sepultura's cover of Orgasmatron. I think. I think that's better than the original.
Yeah,
I'm
with you on that one.
A few little gems out there. There are a few little gems out there, and I'm Black Sabbath and Motorhead for me are like untouchable, right? You don't, no shade on either of those bands, but that Orgasmatron is shit hot.
It just fits really nicely in with the rest of the. Was it on the rise? It's on the rise, isn't it? I think
they brought it out. They brought it out during the rise.
Yeah.
And they were playing it live, I think, and then tagged onto a reissue, didn't they? But
yeah.
But I think Planet Caravan gets forgotten because it's such a fucking uncompromisingly heavy album that you forget it has this gorgeous, beautiful, serene moment in the middle of it,
Yeah.
I have checked the rule book, though, and saying something is better than a Black Sabbath original isn't acceptable. So you'll have to pound in the swear jar.
You have to, yeah. You'll be kicking us off anytime soon, yeah. No.
Snowflake.
Snowflake. Fuck me. Not that I want.
Next album.
Not that I want to, though. But let's talk a little bit more about you guys. And how did you all get together? And how long have you been together? And where did it all start?
So, like, this iteration was sort of born out of another band that we did with. It was me, James, and Aidan, and two other guys in there. And it's called, what was it called, James? Let the Madness Begin, wasn't it, or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Name.
I've known James sort of like on and off. Well, not on and off, but mates down the pub sort of thing for a fucking, I don't know now, since about 2010, I would say, maybe a bit earlier than that.
Maybe even a bit before that, yeah.
Basically, we both had long hair at the time, so that just goes to show.
And I stole your beanie as well.
Oh yeah, it did. You always you'd love to do that, didn't you?
Yeah.
And
Oh, you scamps!
I know.
And then that band sort of dissolved, and then we sort of just did Fracture Point out of the sort of embers of that, and then that was about 2018. And yeah, we was just sort of jamming, and then we were all ready to gig, and then the fucking pandemic happened, didn't it? So yeah, so it was kind of, we were just on the cusp of getting this stuff out, and then that happened. So all we could do really was just sort of bide our time, keep writing, and then when the world opened up again, we were like, right, now we're ready to unleash this stuff upon the world. And I've known Adam, the bass player, for probably about the same time as you, James. But probably a bit longer, since college, which was, just to make you feel old, about 2005, where we know about
during the war.
Yeah, during the war. And actually, this was Adam's first ever gigging band as well. So like he'd been sort of chomping at the bit to get this stuff out, and then when we eventually did, it was pretty cool. Yeah. So what was it? 2022, I think, was our first gig as Fracture Point.
Was it? Yeah, something like that. 22.
Yeah, the Dev was the first
July.
one.
Of course,
Yeah.
where else? Yeah.
Great
exactly.
venue to debut at. It's always ramshackle in the best possible way down at the Dev.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, no, fucking awesome. We love going back there every time, and and it was surreal, because obviously we'd been jamming and writing these songs for God knows how long, but only we had like been listening to them and playing them, and then to get that out there in the public and to see people were actually quite enjoying it, I was like, okay, this is fucking cool. Let's keep going. You know what I mean? It was a very much needed outlet for several reasons as well, with what's going on in the world and our lives and shit. And yeah, it's been one hell of a fucking ride so far.
Right. Album number 4 then. Let's have it.
I'm gonna
He's written it down.
He's
I
got
can
notes.
see him
He's
looking
got
at a bit of paper. He's written it down, you cheating bastard.
Well, no, because I needed to make sure that we got our luxury item on point. Because remember when we talked about that in the car the other week?
Yes.
You were like, you bring something, I'll bring the other thing.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Seventh Son of the Seventh Son by Iron Maiden.
That didn't come out in 1994.
No.
Right, yeah.
Finally, we've gone back
about
to the
84, wasn't it? It was about 84, wasn't it?
88. Yeah.
88.
This wasn't actually the first Iron Maiden album I listened to, but it was the one that probably solidified me as an Iron Maiden fan, just because I'm a sucker for a concept album, and this was fucking great. And I'll never forget, I remember listening to it for the first time properly when I was, I don't know, 20, maybe 21. I was late to the game when it comes to this stuff, and yeah, it just fucking blew me away from start to finish. The song itself, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, it's one of those epics where, because obviously now they're doing like fucking 14, 15-minute songs. It's like, yeah, it's all right. But this was a nice sort of 9-minute story. It's got the sort of ethereal stuff, but then it's got fucking one of the most unreal kind of solo closings to a song I think I've ever fucking heard. Moonchild, what a great way to open an album. I think it's got just that kind of fucking bouncing it's just fucking great. And then you've got like Can I Play with Madness, which on the latest tour I was like, oh, okay, this is like a single song, all right, whatever. But actually live, it's fucking great. The place was fucking just bouncing. So
I thought exactly that same thing. I've seen them play it a couple of times before, but for some reason last year on that tour, it was like it was just such a fucking feel good moment.
Yeah, just I think with that set list, with the whole kind of Somewhere Back in Time and all that kind of thing, it was just it was brilliant. So that's gonna be mine. I mean, obviously I love Iron Maiden, probably along with Slayer, like my favorite band. So it was a tough call to pick, but that's gonna be the one.
Pretty long as well, so you get good value for money. I mean, it's not sort of jutsu long, but it's
it's not like a double-sided fucking disc with 90 minutes long, but but you've got a good mixture, because you've got some good like 4-minuters on there as well. Like you've got like you got like Clairvoyant Prophecy, but then you've also got Seventh Son, and you've got Infinite Dreams as well, which is just a masterpiece as well. So I think
that's a really great point about that album actually, because it's a single disc, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
not a double album, so it's kind of like epic in scale. You know, you think
Yeah.
of it as this sprawling epic album,
Yeah.
concept album. There's a story in there.
Yeah.
Actually, it's pretty tight. You know, two
No, it
sides of
is.
vinyl, and that's
Yeah.
it, and it's done. It's said all it needs to say.
But also it's one of those concept albums where you can sort of dip into it. Like you can just pick a song and it has its own story within the story. Do you know what I mean? Whereas some other bands, you have to kind of follow it from start to finish to get it. So yeah, and seeing it live as well, like was just nuts. So
Yeah.
That's my pick.
I saw him on the kind of the Seventh Son, like when they kind of revisited it.
Yeah, the Made in England, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's I think so. And opening with Moonchild.
Yeah.
It's just a phenomenal track. But
So
the other
good.
my personal favorite song on that album is The Evil That Men Do.
Oh yeah, classic.
Yes.
And sometimes it's funny.
Yes.
Sometimes I forget that. Because they play it quite a lot on tour. You think this is cracking. Oh yeah, this is Seventh Son. It's like fucking just great.
Yeah, that's to me.
Living on a razor's edge.
Probably one of my favorite Maiden tracks overall.
Yeah. And they play it a bit faster live as well, and it's kind of got that kind of the gallop picks up quite a lot in that song as well. So that's my pick for what was it, number 4? Yeah.
First few times I saw Maiden, Evil That Men Do was always the song that Eddie came out. So as soon as you heard those bars, it was like, yeah,
here we go.
Eddie comes running out. And it's like, you just, no matter how many times you've seen Maiden, that moment's still fucking excited. It's still as naff and as cheesy as it always is. It's fucking great.
It's always a theatric.
Heavy metal is naff and heavy metal is cheesy. It has to be.
Yeah, exactly. And they're still doing it now. So it's like fair fucking play, you know?
Yeah, actually, I took my son to see Maiden on the last tour.
Oh, did you? Amazing!
And he was as into it as I was back in the day, and for all the same reasons. Amazing songs, but it's just all that stagecraft and stage play and the theatre of it all. No one does it better.
I was just about to say those exact words. No one does it better. It's exactly that. But I completely agree with that. Who's got the luxury item then? If you sort of decided that between you, who's got it and what is it? Please don't tell me it's a fleshlight or something like that.
Well, you're in the right ballpark.
Oh, man.
So put it this way.
Desert islands are lonely places. Okay, let's just say that much.
Yeah. Well, he's brought the puncture kit. And we'll leave the other one up to your imagination. Whoever may be listening.
There's someone out there thinking, yeah, that's right. You could use the inner tube as a life raft. And
that's it. Well, there you go. Yeah. There you go. If that's your interpretation of it, we'll go with that then.
We'll roll with that one. That's fine.
My other one was going to be a shower in a can because it gets quite hot out there, doesn't it? So I think and pretty much after every gig we've got a fucking bit of spray to sort of hide the musky odours of gigging. So
who are you going to impress?
Yeah, no one's going to give a 5.
It's me and you.
No, I'm not talking about impress. I'm not talking about impressing anyone. I'm talking about stopping myself sweating like a bitch. That's why.
You jump in the sea.
Exactly.
Eternal sea.
Well, I might want to impress whatever the repair kit's for. It's one of those.
Inflatable Ingrid.
Yeah, exactly.
Or polythene pal.
At that point, your mind's fucked, so you think like, "Oh, this must be real." But, yeah. Then I see you, and I'm like, "Oh no, it's not, is it?"
If you're lucky. There's going to be a monkey and a parrot there looking down on you, thinking, "What's he got? What's he doing with that lynx? He should just get in the sea."
Yeah. That'll wash all your tears away.
No tears, just dreams.
Just dreams. Yeah. Aiden's probably watching that, going, "Oh no, stop it."
No. Actually, to be fair, there's one thing about having Seventh Son on your desert island which might piss you off, and that's it's got a massive picture of the sea on the front.
Yeah, that's true. So the whole thing could be a mirage. Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to slip it in a balls to the wall cover or something. Just to...
Yeah. Well, it was either between that or Power Slave, and I was like, "Oh, Power Slave's got a lot of sort of like
It's a lot of sand.
there's a lot of desert there, yeah, a lot of sand,
So you can't
Just
win.
rubbing it in, isn't it?
No. Yeah, literally.
Somewhere in time, fuck it.
Well, of all the slightly ridiculous luxury items that we've had doing this, that's probably the most sensible. To be fair, I mean, we all have needs, don't we? So,
Well, it's probably the most romantic.
Well, yeah.
But
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, whether it's inflatable or not, but
where those drumsticks?
One of the ones we had was a building crew who will rebuild the London Astoria. So
that would be great, yeah. But then you'd have to find it. Be like, where is it? Where is this desert island with this on it? It'd be a bit of a pain in the ass, but I appreciate the sentiment.
And you can take a little inflatable friend along.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking hell, of all the things. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Paddling around on Mavis from island to island.
Mavis, I love it. What a name.
Or Rosie.
This reminds me of Coronation Street now. Whoa, Mavis. Yeah.
So a little piece of home.
That's right. Yeah.
Hang on, you don't get your jollies off to Coronation Street, do you?
Not anymore.
No, okay, not. It's not the same these days, is it?
No, not without Vera. No.
Fucking she was a sort.
She probably.
Right, what's
Leanne Battersby.
Oh yeah.
Who was the because it was quite groundbreaking, wasn't it? Coronation Street. There was a I got to get the word right now, haven't I?
Oh yeah, careful.
So it was Roy Cropper, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, and Roy and Haley. Yeah.
Roy and Haley. Yeah, Haley. That was it. Yeah, it was Haley. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Haley went through. No, I'm not going to say it. I don't know what's the correct term these days.
Go back to Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Or Kelly Osbourne.
Oh yeah.
I definitely wouldn't take Kelly Osbourne.
No.
I've never watched an episode of Coronation Street. This is a lie. I've seen about 15 minutes of Coronation Street in my life. And to me, it was like watching a pantomime.
Yeah, it is.
It was just literally 15 minutes of people going, you're right, hello.
It's like, you don't know, you go into your corner shop and you just start chatting to the person working there. It's like, no, you just go and get your shit and fuck off. You know what I mean? It's like...
that wouldn't make very good TV, would it?
No, true.
Buys a packet of cookies and walks out again.
Can you imagine that, though? You just see it like the big intro. What do you want? Cornetto, $2.99. End credits.
£3 for a fucking cornetto. Is that the going rate these days?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't got one for a while, so it's probably more than that.
Jesus fucking Christ. All right, then. What's album number 5, then? That you can listen to with your inflatable friend.
I've been racking my brain for this one, and it's a Lamb of God one, but I'm having trouble picking which one.
Ooh, Sacrament? As the Palace is burned?
Do you want to phone a friend?
Yeah.
If I could. Sacrament.
If you had any.
Is definitely up there. Purely and utterly because of the guitar solo on More Time to Kill.
Yeah.
That is fucking phenomenal. And it just fits in for something that sounds so bluesy, fitting into such a crunchingly heavy song as well as it does is just it's just the icing on the cake for me. That particular part. But then
it's only
I'll go with Sacrament.
Oh, I want to hear what you were stacking that up next to.
Possibly, what is it? The 7th one? I can't remember the title of it.
We've already got the 7th.
Call yourself a metal
fan. No. There's 7, something in Stern or something in it. I don't know.
I've got to admit, outside the first sort of 2 or 3, I'm when it comes to Lamb of God albums, I'm not overly familiar.
Yeah, no, same here.
But then
again, it's the
Wrath is good.
Right. Wrath's all right. Yeah, that was that after
Wrath's
Sacrament.
Good. Yeah, that was the one after Sacrament.
Yeah, that was all right.
Well, we go with Sacrament, and I think a shit hot guitar solo is as good a reason as any to take an album on on a desert island with you. Why not? And I love that. One thing I love is when you've got a super like almost like clinically heavy band, and they just drop a bit of blues in there, something with a bit of swing and a little bit of a push and a little bit of a pull, and it just takes you to a different place. So more power to that.
Yeah.
The thing that puts me off that album is Redneck.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so tell us about it, because I love Redneck. I think it's a great track.
It's a great song, don't get me wrong. But in the same way, Enter Sandman puts me off the Black Album.
That's your favourite song, isn't it?
It's fucking drives me mad because it's the one song that gets played and played and played. You go into a nightclub, it gets played. You go there, you go listen to it on a metal radio, it gets played. It's fucking everywhere, and it just does my head. And it's like there's another 9-10 songs on the album you could pick.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you know what?
Wide horizons.
Like there's a metal club out there somewhere, I'm sure, that is just dropping deep cuts and B-sides and like album tracks.
I really hope so.
You know,
there needs to
be there, you know.
So it's going to be getting like Garage Inc. out there and shit like that.
I fucking love Redneck though. Like the last time I saw Lamb of God was at Bloodstock 2 years ago, and they obviously closed with Redneck. But it's just such a fucking great metal anthem. Like it is straightforward as it gets, but it's just I've never got sick of that. I'm surprised you said that. Enter Sandman, I get it, because it's 30 odd years of overkill, but
I mean I still love it. I love Enter Sandman. I love Enter Sandman. But I get the point. It's just kind of, it's almost like you sometimes you just want to hear something different. If if they happen to drop a song in a club or on the radio or whatever, it's like, go on, just pick The God That Failed, or pick
Struggle Within.
My Friend of Misery.
Struggle Within.
Right, yeah.
My Friend of Misery.
Struggle Within.
Of Wolf of Man.
In any of those, any of those other songs.
Struggle Within, the riff after the solo.
Yeah. It's almost going back to like when they were really good.
That's before that's before the Black Album.
Fucking hell.
Well, actually, that's the segue into my pick, and it's going to be Ride the Lightning by Metallica. No, I was debating whether to have this or Master of Puppets, but I just think I generally, as great as Master of Puppets is, I just generally enjoy Ride the Lightning more. I think it just appeals to my ears a bit more. And I think with the whole desert island setting, this is kind of a random reason, but I think it was one of the Sonosphere festivals. It must have been about 2 or 3 days since I'd taken a proper shit on a nice toilet, right? No, there's a story behind this, right? So anyway,
that's a hell of a way to start a story.
It got to the 3rd day, and then I was like, oh fucking hell, the luxury loos are just over there. So went in there, got to sit down, and then Call of Cthulhu was playing over the fucking PA, and I was like, oh, this feels like a fucking Cthulhu right now. But it was just like being on a desert island with Call of Cthulhu playing. It's just nothing's bad now. But going back to the actual album properly, I think
you've just ruined that song for like the entire listenership.
This is my anti-choice. But yeah, you got songs like Trapped Under Ice, Ride the Lightning, the song itself. I just think, it's just got like the epitome of thrash in an album when it comes to that. And I think, other than Master of Puppets, which is great, but I just go back to Ride the Lightning more.
Sorry, go on.
No, crack on.
I was just going to say, I think it's the kind of A/B that's it's that debate that always comes up: Master of Puppets or Ride the Lightning, isn't it? So many people flip flop between the two, but I just think Ride the Lightning's just a bit cooler, and it kind of
same.
It's got the exuberance of youth in there. This is a band that are really just on. The wave is just kind of at that beautiful point where it's it's about to break, or is it about to come on in.
Fight fire with fire as well. It's just it's just so many like cool rippers on that. And
I mean, Creeping Death, for fuck's sake.
Oh god, yeah. And die, mother. It's just great. There's not a bad song on it. For a long time I was like, Escape's all right, but I actually got really back into. I was like, no, that's a really quality fucking tune, because again, it's sort of like the yin and the yang to like the really sort of bass melting songs on there, but you've got a nice like sort of groovy ripper on there as well. So yeah, that's my next pick. What do you reckon, James?
How do you write a song like Fade to Black when you're 23 years old?
Oh God, yeah, I could forget Fade to Black as well.
It just doesn't add up, does it?
No.
You know, like some of the other stuff, it kind of makes sense. Fight by Fire, you know, Angry, Young, all of that, got all that energy. But things like Fade to Black, it's a fucking unbelievable song.
Yeah, and it's just got everything that's good about like heavy metal and rock and stuff like that. You know, you've got the sort of the ethereal opening, and then it just builds up to that crescendo at the end with the solo, and it's just like it's from the heart as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's like it's just not, as I say, not a bad song. I still enjoy For Whom the Bell Tolls to this day. I know again that's the one that argues in the kind of Enter Sandman territory when it comes to being played, but yeah, there's just something so cool about it live as well when you get like the drum intro and it's like da-dan, da-dan, da-dan. You're like, yeah, we're fucking in now. I can't help but bang your head to that. So
that was the song where the light bulb moment, like Metallica clicked for me. To For Whom the Bell Tolls. But interestingly, it wasn't actually Metallica's version. I was listening to a mate's band play it.
Oh right, nice.
And I'd never heard the track before. It's like, we're doing this like it's a cover. It's a song by Metallica. They played it, and I was like, holy shit, that's the heaviest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. No,
this was last week, by the way.
But like sort of the lyrical themes, like with like with Ride the Lightning itself, it's about the electric chair and like being afraid to be fucking executed, and then you've got Creeping Death, which is about the pharaohs and like the angel of death as well in that sense, and then you've got like so many fucking ripping riffs in there as well as like the storytelling. So I appreciate it for that as well. And then Call of Cthulhu, what a fucking instrumental that is.
Well, it's amazing. And I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit here because you mentioned Master of Puppets. So if we're going to go, you've got to call it Cthulhu or Orion.
Orion.
Cthulhu for me. I like Orion.
Orion, but Mastodon's version of it.
I wasn't expecting that. That's a good shout.
It was a curveball.
Just a little bit. But Ride the Lightning, it's always Master of Puppets has always been my favorite Metallica album, I think. But to go back and listen to them, it's like it is always that. Which one do you go for? And whenever I listen to Ride the Lightning, that's the one that gets more volume, and it just it's just still got that rawness that they don't have on Master of Puppets. By the time they got Master of Puppets, they're essentially like a stadium metal band.
Yeah,
Ride the Lightning, it's still raw, but it's a step forward from Kill 'Em All. So it's like it just sits right, doesn't it? And look, they're fucking mirrored, aren't they? They're just it's perfect, just
two sides of the same coin. Yeah,
even the structure.
Justice for All's great as well.
Look, I mean, they're the biggest metal band for a reason. Do you know what I mean? So it's
you've done those four albums by the time you've turned what 27, 28.
Yeah, it's mental. You think you go back in and you're like, oh, you bastards! Like you fucking great, talented bastards. Like,
I also think that boils down to the influences that they have and the music that they were listening to at the time as well, because I think I saw somewhere that a TikTok somewhere as you get through the Metallica songs and the songs that they sounded like. And one of them sounded like a David Bowie song.
Mm-hmm.
And this and the other, and the comparisons are sort of, actually, you can hear it.
It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, the obvious one is Fairies Wear Boots and right?
Yeah.
It's
and you've got that Thin Lizzy influence in there as well.
Yeah, but again, I think that develops your songwriting as well. The more diverse music that you listen to, you sort of take influences. Oh, you got that, this, that, and the other, and you make up your own little pie, as it were.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
heavy metal pie. All right, what are we on then? What we got left? Couple left,
I think. I think we got two left. Is it?
Two left. Right. Who's going next?
Go on, James.
I'm going to say Caius, Blues for the Red Sun.
Oh, fucking that's a bit of a curveball.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
it's a fucking awesome album. You can't knock it. Back in the day where I was smoking the
Flowers
stuff.
Yeah,
that's the one. It just hit home, and the blend of the tone of the guitars, the blend of the drums, and everything else, it just sort of flowed so nicely. And obviously, if you are stoned, it does help. But even now that I don't do it, I can still listen to it, and it's sort of like it's just fucking awesome. You can't knock it. You can't knock it at all. And it is blatantly about smoking weed and whatever else.
yeah.
But it's and plus you got to have a bit of diversity. We've gone through Lamb of God, Metallica, Iron Maiden, Caius. Wait for the next one, I'll tell you. Caius was big when I was a big influence for me because I was in a stoner band at the time as well. So I was listening to a lot of Caius, a lot of Fu Manchu, and stuff like that. And it's sort of like, oh yeah, but Blues for the Red Sun, you can't knock it.
I agree. I remember. I can actually still remember the first time I heard it. We go back to I think it was 2000. There used to be a little record shop in Sutton, or CD shop. There's a guy in there he was a metalhead, and when we're going in there, I'd seen Caius spoken about Reddit and Kerrang and stuff like that. I'd never heard them, so I bought Blues for the Red Sun in there, paid like 12 quid for it, and took it home. And I'd never heard anything like that at this point. You know, at that age, it was Maiden, it was Metallica. At a push, it was sort of Sepultura and things like that. And I heard that, and, you know, because it obviously starts off really quiet, doesn't it? And then it all kicks in. It's like, what the fuck is that noise? I've just never heard anything that kind of like guttural before. And it was
it sounds
after that, just loved them.
It sounds utterly unique. Like the sonics of it, the production on it, nothing else sounds like that. And just to go back to that point, you know, they're a band that are intrinsically linked with the stoner scene. You know, anyone that's been a smoker will talk about Caius, but like that's never
more
been
than that.
That's never been the case for me. So I've never been a stoner, but still the power of that record hit me because it was so heavy. It's got this murky kind of weight to it. But then on top of that, you got John Garcia's voice, which is just beautiful,
bluesy. Fucking, it's
it is.
Yeah. You know, when it sort of strains and it's stunning.
Yeah. It just works. You can't pinpoint how it works. It just does. You know, and it's got the sort of heaviness to the guitars, whether that's the fuzz guitar effect that they've got on. I'm not into guitars, so I wouldn't know fuzz pedal, whatever it may be.
Gonna get Aidan calling you up in a minute.
Yeah, I know. But that effect on it, and it just you
know, it sounds like they're all playing through bass amps, basically, doesn't it? It's just got that thickness to it. But again, you know, we talked about Ride the Lightning. It's that youthful energy. There's like we got no one to prove ourselves to. We got no one to impress. We don't give a fuck. We're just jamming.
Yeah.
You know, and
I think that can make all the difference.
All those inhibitions go. You're making pure music.
Yeah.
It's a great album. I think, you know, yes, they are essentially a stoner band, but I think that album kind of transcends the whole stoner movement. Really, it's just a bit more because there is more. It's got a more of a rumble and a groove and a savviness that some stoner stuff. A lot of stoner bands bore me shitless, but Caius did.
Yeah. No, they definitely sounded unique in that front, and it was always sort of entertaining.
Definitely got a sort of Sabbathy vibe to it as well. With what is it? Is it the song? I haven't heard it for so long.
Yeah,
I know it's fucking amazing. But but where the voice comes out, and it's just such a powerhouse of a voice. It's sort of like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's the first thing I'm going to put off when we finish tonight.
I will say one thing. It's a bit deserty, so you might struggle with that.
Over encumbered. Yeah.
It's nothing Mavis can't help us out with.
Yeah, exactly. Mavis will sort her out.
She'll make it okay. She'll make it.
Sam, faces I never knew I had.
Who's bringing the lube?
Don't need lube.
Mavis don't like it dry.
The sea's over there.
I'll tell you, no, you'll have an abundance of coconut oil.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Slip and slide. Love it.
Yeah.
Who's going to bring the metal shirt then? Because other than that, you're both in your pants because you're on a desert island. So who gets to bring the t-shirt?
Did you have one in mind, James? Because I had one, but no.
Go on. You go with the t-shirt.
Go with the t-shirt. Oh, all right. Which one? Probably. Well, I've got so many fucking Iron Maiden shirts. It's going to have to be a Fracture Point one, isn't it?
No one's watching. No one's listening.
That's fine.
Yeah. It'll be one of them for some shameless plugging to ourselves. But yeah, we're probably the Symbiosis one. Now it's time to die on the back. Available on like online stuff around there, Bandcamp and all that shit. So yeah, that's what I'll bring one of them. James, you've got like the merch in your house somewhere. Maybe you can fish one out.
Yes. No, it's in the car at the moment.
Oh, bollocks. All right, yeah, no.
They're all still in the car. Sorry.
You never know when there's a promoter just going by.
We do have Fracture Point beer though.
Fracture Point beer.
Nice.
It's not Corona.
Right, final album then. Who's got the honours?
Go on, and I'm going to go with probably the sort of gateway album for me, as in the one that actually got me into the heavy side of metal. Because up until like probably about 16, I was sort of getting into like the new metal shit, and then I heard Iowa by Slipknot, and my head just exploded. And just at that time where everything's just so fucking angry and heavy, and you've got these guys running around in masks like lunatics. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? This is great. And I'll never get bored of listening to it. And especially if I'm in a fucked off mood, I'll just stick People Equal Shit on. And nothing's really changed from that, really, to be honest with you. I think Corey Taylor's voice is fucking brutal on there, while he's still got a bit of melodic in there, but it's just some of the stuff that he did, like recording that album, like he pretty much fucking passed out on half the songs that he did. And that was the sort of the gateway to me then going, oh fucking hell, there's a whole load of other heavy shit going back to like the 80s and shit. So yeah, and things like Left Behind, Everything Ends, the song Iowa itself. It's just I never get bored. I know, like, arguably you could say the first album was technically better, but this just went dark and nasty, and yeah, I'll always go back to that. So that's probably that's my one for that. And also around 2001, where you were sort of getting you had God Hates Us All at that time as well. So you've had these two fucking behemoths of heaviness around the same time. But I think I discovered Iowa before then and went back and just some of the like Corey's vocal styles as well. I just think, and the drumming from Joey Jordison on that album is just, it's just a next level shit. So yeah, I think I have to bring it there because it's the one that kind of spearheaded my love for the heaviness, really. So there we go. That's mine.
Weirdly, Slipknot aren't a band we talk about a great deal, are they?
No, and I'm not really surprised.
They don't come up a lot. But you look back on their catalogue now, and look, when I was younger and they first came along, and it was like, oh, it's just a fucking gimmick. It's 9 of the new masks. It's just another new metal. Rah, 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 rah. But over the years, I've really come to appreciate what Slipknot do.
Yeah.
Whether it's the live spectacle or whether they just write fucking great metal songs. Like when Duality came out, it's like, fuck me, this band can write proper metal anthems.
Oh yeah.
And you didn't need any of the stuff that went around it. That could just be a 5-piece band.
Oh yeah. And
they do that stuff so well. And
you
listen to the best of thing and some of their latest stuff as well. And they've got such a great body of songs. Great modern metal anthems, and I still don't think, even though they're huge, I don't think they get the respect they deserve for what they've done in heavy metal in the last 25 years.
Yeah, and I think that evolution has sort of come full circle a little bit with them, and they've but I just think it's that album to me just sort of at the time it encapsulates everything that they were sort of going for. They were like, well, we're just gonna go fucking balls to the wall, and if you like it, fine. But if you don't, well, people equal shit, so fuck them. Do you know what I mean? So, so I just think as a pure sort of like rage thing at the time, it was great. And again, I can go back to it anytime, and it's still got some cracking riffs and cracking drum beats, and fucking Corey's just on another planet on that album. So yeah, that's mine.
That
For,
people equal shit chorus when that kicks in when they do it.
Oh yeah, well, just the way it goes into it as well.
People equal shit. They just got it absolutely nailed.
Yeah,
I'm actually a bit disappointed. I'm not seeing them on this 25th anniversary tour this year. It's a fucking great show. He is.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's a great shout. It's funny, like when I think of Slipknot, I think so. You made the comparison to the first album and Iowa, and I remember like the first album came out and everybody bought it because everybody bought it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and I never really got it at the time. I liked it, but I didn't understand it. Had this really chaotic kind of like Ross Robinson produced like chaos on an album.
Yeah.
But when Iowa came out, I was still kind of curious and riding that wave of like, because they're still a new band, really.
Yeah.
They dropped their second album. And I remember thinking, holy fuck. Like they've done what they needed to do, and they've sharpened up, and what they're delivering now is intense. It's heavy. I remember talking to friends about it and saying, it's like they've just kind of, the comparison I made was like to Morbid Angel. It's like Slipknot, we know, but there's some Morbid Angel in there. And interestingly, I went off Slipknot a lot after Iowa, but just because nothing lived up to Iowa.
Yeah, no, nothing was. It's just sort of intense.
It was that intensity I was craving, and I've got nothing against like melodic choruses and melodic metal in general, but when you've had something like Iowa and you kind of want that again, and it, what came next took a real adjustment that took years for me to get round to. But yeah, it's a great fucking album. I don't think they have bettered that by a long shot. I don't think
as an album. No, I agree.
No, I mean and there is still hints of like when you like with Left Behind, it goes, "We all got left behind." So he's still singing it, but he's delivering it in such a raw and like unhinged way almost that it kind of makes it marries the two styles really well, I think. And I remember when I first saw the video to Left Behind first, and I was just like, this is like, I love my horror, and it was just looking at that going, fucking hell yeah, this is like some sort of like slasher movie with a fucking butcher's hook and shit like that. And I was like, and that, as I say, and that was like, and as I say, it's a gateway because obviously going back and then finding out like getting into some death metal stuff, and I was like, okay, that was like the key that unlocked that door for me. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'll always have a lot of time for that album.
I think that was probably a case for a lot of people then, because they had that death metal element and they had that enough of a toe in the commercial side of things at the time.
Yeah,
there was enough death metal in it for people to go, yeah, who else out there is there? And you start listening to Morbid Angel and Cannibal Corpse. And you can hear the similarities in the music. So
exactly,
massively important modern metal album. That.
How do you feel about what do you think's next? Now Eloy's on board. Eloy Casagrande, the fucking drum master.
Yeah, no, what?
I got really excited when I saw the first gig they played with him, and they all came out in the old uniforms and the old masks, and there was something something that just felt like a reset about that.
Yeah,
and then you've got all the capabilities of Eloy Casagrande behind the drum kit. I think the next
he's a machine.
Yeah, I mean he's from another planet, man. But I just think the next album could be something next level.
Yeah, I hope so, because like the latest one they did, like the end so far, whatever it was called, or the beginning of the end, or something like that, isn't it?
Well, they fucked it up, didn't they? That's why I'm confused, because they released it with the wrong title.
Yeah,
and then
that's it.
If you go and buy a vinyl copy of that album, it's got a sticker over the title with like the actual title on it.
Yeah, and it was like, I think they did try and go back to their roots a little bit, but it just wasn't quite. It didn't feel finished. I don't know. It just sounded a bit off to me.
I think it's a bit of a fuck you to Roadrunner as well, isn't it? The Roadrunner's come to an end, and it just feels like a bit of a contractual obligation. And like Bean says, they've reset now, got Eloy in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they will have a new lease of life, and I think the next album will be ferocious as well.
Yeah, and I think that's I've sort of always been looking for that kind of Iowa Part 2 in a way. And I know they're never going to completely recreate that, but I think we could be in for something similar to that on this new one with any luck. So
I've got a quick question. What's the climate like in Iowa? Is it a bit deserty?
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, I'm assuming so. It's like sort of south central USA, isn't it? So it's going to get a bit
dry. Is it
a bit dry and sandy? I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Midwest, isn't it?
Yeah.
Use the sand as lube.
That's it.
Oh, so you guys
like the gritty feel.
It's almost like it's ribbed.
I just want to apologise to our female listeners.
Have we got any female listeners?
I was going to say I'll be shocked if there's like more than one. But yeah,
I think Sean's the closest one we got to a female listener at the moment.
Yeah, her name is.
Yeah, probably.
My wife stopped listening about a year ago, so you know.
Well, we've still got. If in doubt, bring Mavis out.
Yeah, Mavis.
Exactly. There you go.
I've heard Mavis is quite easily pleased, so
yeah.
Even to use sound as lube.
Thankfully.
Yeah. So you guys, then, what have you got coming up? What's the sort of future plan for Fracture Point and World Domination?
Well, on the 20th, we've got the Monsters of Metal at Bury St Edmunds. With a load of.
It's a really random. It's like, do you know what? It's weird. It's a weird one where like you find out you're playing in Bury St Edmunds, and then I go, "Oh, that's a lovely area." my mate got married there. I'm like, "Oh yeah, maybe."
let's ruin it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like us reprobates putting a dark cloud over it.
Yeah. So moving on from that, we're so that's an all-day metal festival. That's going to be awesome. And then the week after, we're playing Radio. Is it Radio City Social?
Radio City Social.
That's the one. That's the one. Somewhere in Chelmsford. Yes, with Halberd, Cardinal X, and some other bunch of Essex boys. With
I think Regicide or something.
Regicide,
yeah. Fucking hell.
Yeah, they
Halberd and Regicide in the same room at the same time. That's going to be an interesting one to see.
It's going to be a fucking headache.
Chaos, yeah. We love you,
we like.
really.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
No, it's going to be absolutely brutal that night. Yeah, we are thoroughly looking forward to doing that one.
Yeah, probably. It's great venue, great sound, great setup there, man. Yeah, when we played there, this is the second time. The first time it couldn't have been more fucking welcoming, and it's a great venue, man. Loved it there.
Yeah, agreed.
Love it.
Agreed.
Love it.
And then we got we're playing the signature. Has that been announced yet? The one in August.
We've just done it.
Yeah, it's exclusive right now.
So there's something coming up in August, isn't there, James? Or
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so, but I can't remember what.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. We'll leave it at that then.
I work 2 gigs at a time. 2 gigs at a time. That's all I do.
Yeah.
And then I look at the diary and go, right, we got those 2 next.
Didn't you put a video saying upcoming gigs or something like that? Was that just the next
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
at your age, you can't have too much information going through the brain.
No, exactly.
I know.
It goes out too quickly.
Exactly.
It's a reason for people to go and check your socials.
Yeah, very true. So also, obviously, we've got our 2 EPs on there and 2 singles. So we've got Mind Affliction and Act of Malice are on all your favourite streaming services. So check them out if you want to. And we are working on
YouTube.
YouTube channel Fracture Point UK, and we're currently working on some new stuff as well. So we'll see. Maybe you'll get something later on in the year. Who knows?
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Wicked. Thanks for that, guys, and Mavis as well. We'll thank Mavis. Don't forget Mavis.
Cheers, Mavis.
Yeah.
Cheers, Mavis. And make sure you
keep in the bedroom.
Yeah, exactly. Someone has to.
Wash the sand out. It causes infections otherwise. We'll looking forward to seeing you guys next weekend. It'll be is it next weekend?
No, weekend after.
2 weeks.
27th. 2 weeks. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm not coming to Bury St Edmunds. Fuck, guys, too far. Yeah, that'll be a fucking good night. That ticket's still available for that as well. They're only £6.66 a fucking ticket, and there's no fees on that either.
Yeah,
so
perfect. Yeah,
what more can you
Proper.
ask for?
Proper ticket prices.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like,
Exactly.
it's like I've got a wall of old tickets on a frame of old tickets on my wall, and I look at some of the prices, and I just think,
Oh, it breaks your heart, doesn't it? Especially when, like, places like Brixton Academy were like, oh, to see Megadeth there for like 25 quid. Now you'd be paying fucking at least triple that. You know what I mean?
Well, the one that
Pantera ticket was a tenner when I saw him. Brixton Academy.
Wow. 10 crispy
and
pounds. And
Slayer and Machine Head. Slayer and Machine Head was a tenner as well. That's when bands were making money from their music.
Yeah.
I paid £6.50 to see Mastodon at the Underworld in 2003.
That's not a bad one either. Yeah.
Fucking, this week I went to get Hope Conspiracy tickets at the New Cross Inn, and they're 30 quid for one ticket, and I got 2 Hope Conspiracy tickets on this frame. One £7.50 and one £6.50 in 2003 and 2005, and it's just fucking. It's like a
wall. It's like a wall of torment, that, isn't it?
That's basically, yeah. I look at a ticket and I think, right, how much did it cost me 20 years ago? Let me go and check. Oh, fuck. Yeah. But it is what it is, isn't it? We talked about it.
Yeah.
It's difficult for everybody at the minute, but
for
£6.66 for you lot, for Halberd, for Cardinal X, and for Regicide, what more can you ask for? And it's supporting a great venue as well, and that's what really matters at the end of the day. So
absolutely.
So hopefully see you in a couple of weeks. Right, guys, thanks for that. We'll let
you
let you have Mavis back, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, man.
What the fuck was that?
That was Mavis.
She's warming up for me.
If you use lube, she won't squeak.
I like the squeak.
Yeah, James, just make sure you wash her before you pass her back.
Oh, yeah. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm not even going to talk anymore. I'm going to end it there. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next week, and as ever, stay metal. Cheers.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers.